In this video, we will explore abandoned railroad crossings near Warren, Ohio. First, we start off on Warren Road near Newton Falls, Ohio, on the abandoned CSX Newton Falls subdivision. In 2019, CSX began abandoning portions of the Newton Falls subdivision, from Warren to Newton Falls. Here is the relay case for the Warren Road crossing, likely installed sometime in the early 1980s. Here is what remains of the southern signal, likely sheared off due to a vehicle strike or by crews removing the crossing. The story is similar on the northern signal. Here's what the crossing looked like in 2019. Date codes on the rails show the rails were last installed in 1957. Next, we check out the South Levitt Road crossing near Levittsburg. This crossing is a classic setup, with a Rayco cantilever and WRRS junction box. The bell is missing, but likely was a Western Railroad supply bell. The relay cabinets have been stripped of relays and wiring. Date codes on the rail show a date of 1950, likely at the end of the steam era. Next, we move on to West Market Street in Warren. Check out this classic Union switch and signal relay cabinet. The original lightning arresters are still in place. Code line poles are becoming harder and harder to find nowadays. This is a mid-70s Western Cullen-Hayes gate mechanism from the Federal Signal ownership years. The bells are missing on both masts, but likely were Western Cullen-Hayes Federal Signal mechanical bells. Check out the General Railway Signal's Lex C lights. Many are often broken due to their poor plastic design. The crossings on this line have many signs of prior Conrail ownership, Lex C lights being one of them. On the western signal, remnants of the old fiberglass gate remains trackside. The gate length required to cross this large 4-lane road is considerable. Notice the older style slanted striping, no longer MUTCD compliant. another Griswold walkout cantilever. We now find ourselves on Mahoning Avenue in Warren, right next to the Mahoning River. This crossing is an interesting combination of newer and older signals. On the west side of the street, an early 1980s SafeTrans setup is present, albeit with likely a General Signals Type 1 electronic bell, a rarity. On the eastern side of the road, an extremely decrepit Western Railroad Supply Company signal still stands. The eastern signal has a Western Railroad Supply cast iron mechanical bell, an original WRRS cast iron base and manifold, as well as a rarer modeled 10-gate mechanism. Take notice of the Harman font crossbuck from the Conrail days. Facing eastbound just beyond the ties laying across the tracks is still an active part of the railroad for industrial use. Here is another relay case, stripped of all her components. Walking to the west, we find ourselves at a massive overdeck girder bridge. We couldn't pass up the opportunity to explore it. Unfortunately, the condition of the deck did not allow us to walk it any more than a few feet. Our final stop for today is Route 422, also known as Parkman Avenue. Here we find some very classic Western Railroad supply model 10 signals. Where this base is was likely a no left turn sign off of Garden Street. Check out this Model 10 gate mechanism. It still has its sidewalk gate arm mechanism. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like it, and leave a comment below about your thoughts. As always, thanks for watching.